today there is a rally going on across eastern Nagaland that comprises 7 districts and largely inhabited by 6 Naga tribes. This is in the eastern part of Nagaland. There is a mass rally is being organized all across eastern Nagaland, as I said, by the ENPO, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization. That is the apex organization that is demanding a separate frontier Naga territory. So now there has been several rounds of talks between the ENPO and the Government of India, and the ENPO had also given a memorandum. But now the rally is in order to protest the delay in a resolution of the long-standing demand for a separate Naga territory, which the ENPO wants to be called as Frontier Nagaland. Now the point is, if we sources, highly placed sources who are absolutely well informed about the course of events, they have told Northeast Live that the ENPO is demanding several things, among which among the ENPO demands, they are demanding an upper house to be created in the eastern Nagaland area, where there can be a separate legislature of sorts. This is something which the Government of India is considering. They are in a fix as to whether or not to give the upper house, or that is one of the demands of the Eastern Naga People's Organization. And secondly, what is the main bone of contention, as our sources are telling us, is that the ENPO is demanding that governance in the ENPO area, suppose tomorrow the Government of India agrees to give a separate politico-administrative structure, the ENPO wants that the governance in that proposed territory should be rooted through the governor. They want to have direct dealing with the governor and not the elected chief minister of the state. So this sources are claiming is the main reason why the talks have not proceeded further after the several rounds of negotiations having already been completed. So the two demands, one demanding an upper house in the ENPO area, and secondly the ENPO wanting governance to be rooted through the governor of the state. Now they want direct funding from the center, they want all official matters to be cleared by the governor and not the state chief minister. Now let us also tell you, let me tell you that these 7 districts has 20 assembly constituencies and there are 20 elected representatives. Now if there is an upper house, will there be a clash of interest? That is also a question which some people are raising. Now if these 20 MLAs from the ENPO area, obviously they comprise 1/3 of the total population of the elected members, total number of the state assembly, which is a 60-member state assembly in Nagaland. So 20 seats coming from the ENPO area comprises exactly 1/3 of the strength of the house. Now out of these 20 MLAs, there will be obviously in every government there will be a couple of ministers. Now if the administration is be run through the governor, what will be the role of the ministers? Will they be made redundant? So these are issues due to which the resolution is turning out to be difficult. Now this is considered by many as a rigid position adopted by the ENPO, but the ENPO does not think that it is rigid. They think that government should consider or government can consider. This is the stand of the ENPO. Now these are very, very firm demands made by the ENPO. They want a separate frontier Nagaland, that's what they call the separate territory. I mean originally the demand was a separate state. Now we don't know whether they have climbed down on that, but they are now talking about a frontier Naga territory, and comprising 7 states and inhabited by 6 major tribes. Now this area has 20 MLAs, 20 constituencies and 20 MLAs therefore, and now they are demanding that governance should be rooted through the state governor and not through the state chief minister, and they are of course demanding direct funding from the center. These are some of the bone of contention, and I'm sure these a middle point has to be reached if a solution to the ENPO issue has to come about. Priya.
Right, Wasbir, well, not only the rallies today, after the rallies, respective tribal bodies, they are also slated to submit a memorandum to the respective DCs and ADCs.
Yes, they are going. That is the plan. The rally, after the end of the rally, they are going to submit memorandums to the district magistrates in the respective districts and basically address to the central government as well as the state government, and they are basically expected to reiterate their demands. Now, if the talks have to move forward, there has to be a give and take approach. whether the ENPO is willing to climb down on their demand, we have to wait and watch. And as far as the center is concerned, it is becoming a little bit of a tricky situation because they are demanding administration to be run virtually through the governor and not through the state chief minister, and that is a tricky demand which the ENPO has placed, and that is where the government of India is finding it difficult to reconcile. And that unless this issue is resolved, unless there is a give and take approach, unless the government of India comes forward with a new formula, or unless the ENPO presents an alternative set of demands, the stalemate is going to continue for some more time to come.